Okotion presents the biodynamic power generation plant. It's necessary to achieve a power source in parallel with existing ones, able to meet the needs that are expected over the coming years. In addition, this energy must involve decreasing costs, what implies improved economic performance in enterprises and families. The biodynamic power generation plant is the first power plant in the world that emphasizes its operation on the use of energy generated in a combustion reaction to obtain electrical energy in an economical way and not harmful to the environment. The main features are fuel-based energetic materials, ammonium nitrate, fireworks explosives, low CO2 per kilowatt-hour generated, electricity generation based on technology of hydraulic turbines, emissions of gases within environmental regulations, possibility of cogeneration heat recovery. This graph compares the cost of generation from existing systems, power generation with biodynamics. We note that the overall costs are among those produced by combined cycle power plants and nuclear, while the annual production in megawatt-hour is always close to the values of the nuclear power plants. This chart shows the main technical data of the biodynamics power generation for 1 megawatt per hour productivity, with technical breakdown rate below 10%. The annual generation of 8,100 megawatts time stands out and generates an emission of 0.099 kilograms of CO2 per kilowatt-hour, compared to 0.40 kilograms which a combined cycle plant currently generates. Below are the energetic materials that can operate the plant with a modified ammonium nitrate fertilizer designed to obtain results in all the studies shown. Ammonium nitrate is a compound derived from ammonia. In this graph we can see how pollution from greenhouse effect gases for biodynamic plant is about 10% of grams emitted per kilowatt-hour for the coal-fired thermal and 29% of grams emitted per kilowatt-hour for the combined cycle plant, which is the lowest carbon dioxide emissions produced. We also watch that when the rest emits sulfur compounds, biodynamic plant does not exhibit this type of issue. The same is confirmed for emissions of volatile organic compounds and nitrous oxide. This data indicate that combustion of nitrate represents an environmental advantage over other existing energy sources. Financial tables are presented for the inversion of the power generation biodynamic plant. The economic evaluation was performed according to calculation parameters on the screen. We set a return on investment in 4 years with an internal rate of return of 39.8% of the investment made. Technical information provided by Esgenia. Next, we will know the operation of the power generation biodynamic plant in general. The container of barrels inside houses a total of 6 guns arranged in an arc, promoting the circulation of magazines. They are immersed in water. This water circulates throughout the hydraulic circuit responsible for generation of electricity. The barrel is composed of 3 different parts through which a piston runs. The lower part is the combustion chamber, which produces the detonation of the energetic material pellets. The gas explosion violently moves the plunger upward. The upper chamber is filled with water to be ejected into the same container after each fire. The water container is now under a great pressure. The outer valve of the hydraulic circuit is open to deliver pressurized water to a container that balances the flow for a constant pressure distribution. This is the prototype of the first plant in the world to contain and make use of an explosion, transforming it into electricity. Some of the videos that we will see below were recorded during test perform in Alba Monte Cristo laboratories during the years 2008-2009. Perhaps the first thing we thought it would happen is a huge roar. Indeed, the power electric plant generates not the sound or the vibration of an explosion outdoors, but it's been transformed into electricity. In this case, this is only to show the pressure that can develop a load of 50 grams for later use. The objective is to move the bar of a hydraulic cylinder, which needs at least 300 bar for that shaft. Finally, the bar has been displaced with violence. Now to the pressure recorded by the gauges. We perceive that the internal pressure is reached above the recording capacity of this gauge, as its limit registration is 600 bar. Presumably, the internal pressure reached is about 1500 bar, about 5 times higher than our objective. The biodynamic power generation plant is economically and technically viable. According to estimations, this technology is competitive with other energy sources used today in both cost and environmental impact. In addition to raw materials provided for optimum performance in both solid and liquid state, it is possible to use materials considered hazardous waste, such as unused airbox explosives or surplus weapons materials and even plant biomass residues, thereby achieving not only economic value to waste, but also neutralizing a hazardous material, so it could work as a recycling plant which also makes an economic profit. The evaluated energy is valid for the creation of high-pressure processes for use in reverse osmosis desalination plants. The biodynamic power generation plant.